All right, this is the Mighty Z of Capital Chaos TV, and we're hanging out here in the Mission District of lovely downtown San Francisco, California, with Jesse from Ken Mode. How's it going, Jesse?
It's going okay.
You guys are
not too bad.
You're on tour right now with Revocation and A Life Once Lost. How's that working out for you?
It's going okay so far. None of us have slept very much in the past few days, but that's okay. Drove from Portland last night, so feeling a little rough, but the show will be excellent.
Where did it start, and where does it end?
The first day that we met up with them was in Quebec City, Canada. I think the tour technically started in Trenton, New Jersey, but we played New York that night with Pig Destroyer instead, so we met up with them the next night. It ends actually in Montreal, Quebec, although both those bands are playing 2 or 3 other shows in the States, but we're separating from them at that point because we're going to just go home because they're heading east and we're heading west, so we figured we'd part ways at that point.
Logistics and shit.
Yeah.
Now, you said you have a new record coming out, is that right?
Yeah, we don't know when or with who, but it's coming out next year. We just finished recording it with Matt Bayless, who has recorded everyone from Mastodon, Botch, ISIS, you name it, he's probably recorded it at some point, but we spent about a month on that with him through September, mixed in October, and we just actually started mastering it this week when we dropped through Seattle. So it should be ready early next year and out, and we'll be touring this whole bloody planet many times over in support of it.
That's awesome, that's awesome. Gas prices are going down, so it might be a little more profitable.
Not too shabby.
Yeah,
which is a good thing to hear because we're from Winnipeg and that's the middle of friggin' nowhere.
Oh shit. Gas is expensive. Everything's more because you guys are sort of socialist up there, right?
More so than you guys down here, but yeah. We have an American bassist and he complains about the price of everything whenever he has to come up. Alcohol's more expensive, food's more expensive, gas is more expensive, education's cheaper.
Oh, that's a good trade-off, though, right?
Yeah, I'm not complaining about that.
I can't beat that. I just read on a particular news site that Exhumed were denied entry into Canada just recently, and it seems to happen to a lot of American bands for whatever reason. Do you have this? Have you experienced? No, you probably don't experience the same kind of hassles because you're Canadian. Going back into Canada, is that right?
Going back into Canada, we typically don't, but us having an American bassist, we have had problems, and it depends on the logistics of how you try and get them in, and there's a lot of different ways, and a lot of the bands from the US that come up try doing it using a loophole in the system. We always go the legit way now after having screwed up a couple times. We learned the hard way to get proper work visas for our American members, and that works much better. But yeah, like the first time we tried to get our bassist Andrew in, he got deported.
Oh shit.
That wasn't a good time.
No.
And then partway through that tour we went back into Canada and he got deported again, and that's when we learned the foolproof method of getting him in. So now we're fine every time. It's a little annoying because they flag him because of being deported the 2 times, but
right.
Yeah, a lot of other bands they try. I know there's a method where you get a visa exemption, and a lot of the times it's kind of up to the discretion of border guards, and they shoot holes in it, and that's where problems like this show up. That and a lot of people, DUIs, I guess, don't get viewed as harshly in a lot of other countries in the world, and in Canada, you aren't getting in if you have a DUI.
Right.
Yeah, and I know a lot of guys in bands get snared for that, which sucks.
I guess a DUI can be considered to be sort of a violent offense because, you know, you could kill somebody and that's...
And I guess they don't want to screw around with that in Canada.
Right.
But yeah, it's funny because a lot of people don't even think about it, and they try crossing. It's like, what are you thinking? Like, they're like, what'd I do? You have a DUI.
What about getting into America? Have you ever faced any kind of hassle that the Americans face crossing into Canada?
We've had some of, we get hard asses, but we haven't really tried any funny business in a really long time because ever since going through university, like our drummer is a chartered accountant in Canada, and we don't want to screw around with doing it anything but above water because otherwise he'll lose his designation if we get caught doing anything not by the book. So we've been getting proper work visas for years now. And because of that, we usually don't have any problems, which is nice because America likes to really try to scare you when you're coming down.
Really? What do you mean scare you?
We kind of like the hard ass military crew cut. Like you're blessed to be able to come down here, but they always end up nice at the end. But it's funny. Everyone plays the role when you're trying to enter their country. I don't know why.
I suppose they're bored.
Yeah, they definitely are. And yeah, I don't know. National security, I guess it's important-ish.
Yeah, we got to be careful, especially if you're, coming up to our country to make at least minimum wage. We're gonna really watch out for you then.
Not even. We're spending it all on gas and food. Yeah, that's the funniest part. Yeah, because I mean we're millionaires in our. I haven't washed my pants in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, my sinuses have been blocked for some time, so I guess I'm safe.
I've eaten one meal today in the past like 36 hours. I'm rich. I'm making so much money off your country.
Some people pay a lot of money to achieve the kind of physique that you've amassed one meal a day.
Starvation.
Yes, a lot better than Jenny Craig. So your album is done.
It is.
You're just waiting for label stuff? Is that the deal?
We're working on that right now, and we should hopefully be announcing something very, very soon. But I can't say anything yet.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Have a great show.
Thank you.